You need the up light? The second one, the middle one.
Yeah, that'll help. All right, anywhere's fine.
Okay.
Hang on a moment.
Okay. I'll be done. When was that taken?
That's taken right now.
Oh my goodness!
See, in other words, now I can hold a photo up, like that one.
And
then you tell me about the photo.
Okay, well, you know who this is.
Yeah, but what?
Kathy and your father and me. Your father was 23 years old and I was 22 in that picture.
And how old was Kathy in that?
Kathy, maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What about this one? Hang on.
What are you doing, Chris?
I'm holding it up to the camera.
And what's happening?
The camera's filming it.
Oh, that's Kathleen. 1948, so she was 3 years old.
What about that one?
That's me. I was probably 18. That's before I got married. Maybe 17. 17 or 18.
What about that?
Okay. That's Trigger's mother and his father, Danny Dooley, and your father and me. Your father was home on leave. No, we both came home on leave. Yeah, we both came home on leave. That's before Kathy was born, so this could have been 1944. Of course, that's you. 1960, October. How old were you? And you were born in August. 2 months.
Well, you wrote on back. Look what it says on back.
How about that, Chris? Age 10 weeks, 4 days. How about that? You were such a beautiful baby.
There's writing on back of this one as well.
St. Joseph's Hospital, Port Wayne, Aunt Jo, I'm sure. Now, all I know is this is Aunt Jo and her best girlfriend. Now, I don't know the rest of them. Aunt Jo and her best girlfriend. Her name is, why can't I think of her name? Barbara Sputic. That's me in high school in one of my classes. Anyway, someone just yelled to me, and I looked, and that's when they snapped this picture. Let's see, if I graduated 1940, May 1940. My gosh, that unbelievable 70 years ago, Chris.
Wow.
70 years ago. My goodness, 70 years ago last month. Okay, that's Danny and Trigger's mother and father and me.
When and where?
That's when we came home on leave before Kathy was born, so I was probably 20 years old there. Okay. That's your dad and Mimi, and this is at San Juan Capistrano. See the swallow on your father's shoulder,
yeah,
and one on Mimi's. When the swallows come back to Capistrano, you know, California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's we were visiting. That's before kids. No, Kathy and Greg were born already. Yeah, but I don't have the date, so it could be 19. Let's see, Greg was born in 48, 50, 51, 52, maybe 1952, Chris. Okay, that's your father and me.
When?
When we came home on leave. That's before Kathy was born. That could be 1944. Do you plan to do all these pictures eventually?
Eventually.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's your father and Danny and Kathleen.
Who was Danny?
Yeah, he was Kathy's godfather. And his sister Irene was Kathy's godmother. Yeah, he was a nice guy, Danny. Danny Dooley. That's your father and me. That was one one of my Easter outfits. Now, when would that have been? Well, I'm pretty sure that Kathy was born already, so that could have been 1946. That one, we were visiting Mimi, and that's little Beth. That's little Beth. She was about 3 years old, and I've taken a picture at Mimi's house. Yeah, at Mimi and Grandpa Bird's house in Munster, Indiana. Oh my goodness, that's Greg and Rosemary. And Rosemary, everybody thought she was a boy because she didn't have hair right away. Look at her, she looks like she's bald. That's Rosemary. Why didn't I put the dates on those? Isn't that terrible? Yeah, Greg was a beautiful little boy too. He was so cute. I remember I sent a picture of Kathy and Greg. They were having a contest on TV. And they sent them. And when they came to Greg's picture, they said, doll. Doll. I see Summers on the back of that picture.
Who is that?
Oh, this is a girl that went to high school with me. That's why my name's on there. When she took the picture, she wrote to who that picture belonged. She gave it to me. Her name was Irene Zawacki. Why did I remember her name? And we graduated in 1942, so you know how long ago that was. See, 1940, that was taken 70 years ago.
About that one.
Kathy and Greg. How cute. Kathy loved him. She was such a little mother. She really was wonderful with him. I was maid of honor at Auntie Mary's wedding, and she got married. I got married in 1942. She got married in 1940. I'm sure, 1940. Yeah, this was in a photo album, and we tore it out of the photo album. And this is my graduation, 1941. I was 18. No, I wasn't 18 yet. I was still 17. I became 18 the following August. This was June 1941. That's me with your father's uniform on, and your father went AWOL.
Yeah?
That's before he became an officer. He went AWOL, and we lived upstairs, over Mimi's garage, upstairs, and I took a picture in his jacket and his cap, and he was lucky. When he got back, he thought up some story about me being very, very sick, and he had to go to see me. I was almost dying. And he had to go to see me, and they didn't put it on his record because he could never have been an officer. That's when he was a private.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then
He what?
What's the word I want to say? He qualified, for officers training school. Yeah. And he became a cadet. That's your father laying on the floor, and Greg and Beth. Yeah. So when is this? 1960? Before you were born. Mm-hmm. 6 months before you were born. February, March, April, May, June, July. 6 months before you were born. I'll be darned.
We'll just do a couple more. We'll do more next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Just do a couple more.
These were the pictures that I sent into the TV, picture of Kathleen and Greg, when they says, doll, doll. He was so cute. Such a beautiful little boy. Oh, this is when we went back home to Indiana on leave. Okay, this is Madeline and Kathleen and Rose's. And these are their children, and there's Greg, and this is little Johnny Ansich, and he's a dentist now. This is Johnny Ansich. That's Beth and Kathleen and Rosemary and Greg. So this was 58, before you were born.
Yeah.
January 58. We were visiting in Indiana, and this was at Mimi's house. it's enjoyable looking at old pictures. Now, which baby is this? Well, I can tell by the dress I'm wearing. This is Kathleen. This is Kathleen. Because I remember when I wore this dress to pin your father's wings on him when he became a pilot after cadet training. Yeah, so and then we came home on leave, and then after I had the baby, and then that's 1945. Oh, this is at Auntie Annie and Uncle Jim. See, that's Uncle Jim over there. And Auntie Annie and Uncle Jim, Grandpa Summers was the head of the Croatian Catholic Union. It was called the Supreme President over the whole United States. You know what? There were lodges in every city in the United States, Croatian Catholic Union. And the main office was in Gary, Indiana. And Auntie Annie and Uncle Jim were the caretakers, and they lived in the basement of the office. So this is their basement over here, and this is me with little Greg. Yeah, God love him.
It's the last one we'll do, and then we'll do more next time.
He was so precious. Okay. Oh, this is 1942, June. This must have been right after I graduated high school. And this was our dog. And that's Joe. That's Aunt Joe.
What was the name of the dog? I see two dogs, don't I?
Got two of them. I think one was Tippy, and I can't remember what another one was. Yeah, so that was in front of Grandpa Summers' house where I lived. And that was right after I graduated high school. So I was 17 there. Yeah. My goodness gracious. That was enjoyable.
Good, we'll do more.
Yeah, I look forward to it next time. Will you be able to realize which ones you did and which ones you didn't?
Yeah, I'm going to put these aside.
Okay.
And then I'll know. So we'll do more next time.
Okie dokie. That was enjoyable.
Good.
I enjoyed that.
We'll do more.
Great. That's great. I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah.
And
now I have your voice, so now I know per photo what you said about each photo.
You mean my voice is on there too?
Your voice is on there.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't realize that my voice was being recorded also.
Yeah.
My goodness, how times have changed. And isn't that sad? What I mean is, when we were kids, we never even had a camera. You know, they had the box brownies in those days. But, you know, Grandpa Summers was very, well, he was very miserly. You know what I mean? Like I say, I didn't have roller skates, and I didn't have a bike. I'd ask for it, and he'd say, oh, no, I'm afraid you'll break a leg. You know, and that was, we never questioned. You know, where kids go, everybody has a bike, I want a... No, we did not do anything like that. His word was law.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had a little boy in the neighborhood that had a crush on me. He let me use one skate. So then I'd skate with one skate, and then Grandpa Summers got mad because I wore the sole out on the one shoe.
What was the name of that boy?
Well, in Croatian, his name was Jiva. That meant John. John Perusic, I remember.
How do you spell Jiva?
Perusic.
How do you spell Jiva?
Jiva was J-I-V-A. See, J in the Croatian language is a Y sound. J-I-V-A. Jiva Perusic.
How do you spell his last name?
P-E-R-U-S-I-C-H. He let me use one skate. And then I wore the sole out on the one shoe. And it had to go. We used to take our shoes, Chris, to a shoemaker to get resoled. We didn't get new shoes if we got a hole in our sole.
Yeah.
We took it to a shoemaker to be sold maybe for 60 cents. And then, but even that, Grandpa Summers used to really get angry because, you know, he just didn't like to hand over the money.
Yeah.
He was very miserly. But for his sons, he did everything, you know, after we were gone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe and I talk about those days. But, you know, Joe wasn't Joe had nice clothes and everything. Well, I had two outfits in high school. I'd wear one outfit on Monday. Tuesday I'd wear the other one. Wednesday I'd wear Monday's outfit. Thursday I'd wear Tuesday's outfit. Friday I'd wear Monday's outfit again. Two outfits I had in high school. And I didn't complain because we didn't complain.
Yeah.
That's the way we were brought up. Unbelievable.
I'm going to